The image quality is actually really nice. 720p is a lot higher than you'd expect, especially when you have a 7-inch monitor. And I love the fact that you can use it as a rear view camera, so you can use it while you're driving. Since I can't use my main rear view mirror, it is nice to have the camera to see directly behind me, you know, just for instances on the highway or anything like that. And I'm sure that would be really helpful if you're driving a bigger unit like an RV or a trailer especially. Yeah, in terms of using it, the product honestly works just exactly like you would expect. There is nothing wrong with the product at all. It works as a backup camera. I like that I can kind of see people walking behind me, just because it's a bit hard to tell when you're backing up a camper like mine. Hard to see everything, especially when you're alone. But as just for testing it out, I would say it passed the test, and I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm super happy that I have it installed now. Last but not least, we're gonna move into my recommendations. So first, I'm just gonna talk about my setup. I think my camera location is a little bit odd. On my truck, I have it mounted on the very farthest back point. I think it just doesn't really give me a full view of everything that's going on back there. I do wish in a way that the camera angle was a little bit wider, but I think a better solution for this for me would be to mount it up high. That also goes to say that the reason I couldn't mount it up high is because I would have needed longer wires. So the wires that come with the camera are about 4 to 5 feet long. I'm sure you can find that information on their website, but you might need to get more of your own wiring if you need to run it for more than 5 feet. This is specific to the product that I'm recommending, because I know for some of the RV and trailer backup cameras, they have like 30 to 40 foot long wiring. So that's just for this one specifically. But yeah, if I could mount it up high, I think that'd be a lot better, just because I could see my back end and then how close I'm getting to objects instead of just being the first thing moving backwards. But my recommendation for you is wherever you mount it, it just takes time to kind of learn your camera setup. You know, there's the red, yellow, and green. Learn what that means. For me, if I hit something around the red, that means I actually have about 4 more feet to back up before I hit something. That's gonna be different for everyone, so just play with your camera angle, make sure you get it right. Think about where you're gonna mount these things before you get your product, specifically your monitor. You do have a 7-inch monitor, which means the whole unit is probably 8 inches by 4 or 5 inches. You know, cut out a piece of paper if you want to, but think about where this is actually gonna go on your dash and where you're gonna mount it. I did not think about this in advance, so during the installation process, I was kind of struggling to think, where do I wanna mount this 3M mounting bracket, and where do I wanna put this monitor? Just because it's going to be there for a while and you want to think these things through. So if you can think about that before you get the product, the installation will be super easy. You want to think about these things for the camera and the monitor, but I'd say it's honestly more important for the monitor, just because you don't want it to distract you when you're driving. And last but not least, my recommendation for the product. It is an awesome product. I'm super thankful for Haloview to sending me this. This is my unbiased opinion. They didn't tell me to say anything, but genuinely I just think the product is great. Like I said, you can add up to 4 cameras. If you have a big unit and you're struggling to kind of see behind you and you're in the market for a backup camera, I do think this is an awesome quality one. I haven't had any issues with it, and that leads me to conclude that I would recommend this product to you. So if you are interested in purchasing, make sure to check out the links below. They do support me by giving a small percentage of your sales, and it's no added cost to you. And even if you're not in the market for a backup camera, thanks so much for tuning in to another video. I will see you in the next one.